Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today I'm reviewing a cigar from Crux Cigars called the Connoisseur #1. And here it is. Boom. Yes, another Lancero size. This is the biggest of the three they offer. 7.5 by 38. There is the You like that move? Look at that, how long it looks when I do that. And of course, you can see there's a little sheen to the wrapper. Three sizes in this cigar, all 38 ring gauge or under. The #1, which I'm reviewing today, is 7.5 by 38. #2 is 6.5 by 38. And the #3 is 5 5/8 by 35. Now, I became intrigued about this cigar when I noticed William Cooper of cigarcoop.com thought so much of the #2 size that it made his top cigars of last year. So I decided I'd look into them. Now, I could not find the #2 size. I found the #1 size. And also what I found is I can't find any reviews per se on the #1 size. There's several on the internet of the #2. I did not read Cigar Coop's review. I just saw that he thought a lot of it. We have similar taste in a lot of ways, so I thought, well, let me try it. I don't read somebody else's review before I do mine. So anyway, I found the #1, 7.5 by 38, so we're going to have it today. It's all, well, I'll take that back. It is not all Nicaraguan. It is made in the Plasencia factory, but the wrapper is a Habano Nicaraguan from Jalapa. The binder is Nicaraguan, and the filler is Honduran. So that's the long and the short of it. I did review the Crux Guild recently within the last 6 months, and it did very well. So let's see how the Crux du Connoissueur #1 stacks up. Now, the name connoisseur sort of applies to the sizes of these cigars. The 35 and 38 ring gauges, that size is usually known as the connoisseur size. This is a long pencil rasp. I mean, it is literally a pencil, maybe a fat pencil. It's not, 38 ring gauge is pretty good size pencil. That is a firm draw. It's loosening up as I work it. I think it's a little too small to use my perfect draw on. I don't want to destroy it. Okay, there we go. Had to coax it a little bit. I'm getting a very sweet, tangy orange citrus with a ton of sweetness. There is a added thicker sweetness of like a white chocolate. There is also some brown sugar. There is black pepper at roughly a 7.5. There is enough of a dark note at the base to call it some black coffee. There's also, I guess you'd say on the finish, but at the immediate end of the expulsion of the smoke, there are raw almonds, actually, raw almonds. So that is how I'm going to say it starts. The extreme sweetness that I speak of, once you expel the smoke, you taste it sweet and then expel it. It's when you get the raw almond flavor. the finish, the straight finish, now that I'm speaking to you, what I taste the finish, is sort of that raw almond with a little bit of lingering black pepper, not a lot, some. So the flavor of the raw almond that you get right at the very end of the initial draw also lingers. So that's where we are at the beginning. This is a small cigar, so it will move quickly. No matter how slowly you try to smoke it, it's 38 ring gauge. It's going to move. So I'll be back shortly. Well, I'm a little past the midpoint, not quite into the final third, about 35, 36 minutes in. The sweet orange citrus is now changing flavors. The white chocolate notes are not as prominent anymore. There's a lot more brown sugar to go with that citrus. So you have that flavor, the orange citrus brown sugar combination. Brown sugar is quite intense. I still get little floats, whiffs of the raw almonds even now. The finish has gotten a little sweeter. It has a little influence of the citrus notes, but still a lot of the raw almond notes. The lingering black pepper has gone up some. The cigar is medium bodied. I don't think it's going to go any higher than that. The sweetness as the cigar started was a very straight out hard candy piece of orange candy. It was very sweet, very sweet. Now it's getting a different kind of sweet in that it has that brown sugar in there. It's almost like the difference in a piece of candy and a piece of baked goods. Both very sweet, but very different in their feel, if you will. So the sweetness is still very good. It's just different. I'm down to about 2 inches. And the only reason I came back is that the coffee notes, which I haven't spoken much about, are really coming out now. They are almost even with the citrus and brown sugar. And I don't want to use the word detract, but they take away from those flavors. Those flavors are held down by the coffee notes. Coffee notes have started at very light, and they've gone up continuously. And here in the 2 inches remaining of a 7.5 inch cigar is when you're starting to really get them. It makes the cigar feel a little fuller, although I wouldn't really go much over medium bodied. I mean, you could be generous and say it's medium to full now, but that would be generous. So there's not much left, folks. I'll be back here very shortly to wrap it up. Well, I am down to the end. So let's wrap it up. Still very good and sweet cigar. Citrus, brown sugar, heavy coffee, even some chocolate notes here at the very end. The raw almonds sort of pop in here and there. You don't really get them all the time, but you do notice them from time to time. It's like, oh yeah, there's raw almonds. A generous medium to full body, a low grade medium to full body. For the most part, you'll get a medium bodied cigar. It touches medium to full. Finish is about the same. Some sweetness from the citrus combining with the raw almonds. The lingering black pepper has gone up. The pepper overall is very good. I'm going to give it about 7.5. Very good cigar. Crux is on my radar now. I like their stuff. This cigar was good. It was almost very good, but it was good enough that I would smoke it again without a problem. I'm rating it a 92. It just fell a little short of a 93 for me, and but it's a solid 92, and it's a very good cigar. And I think you'd like it if you like my type cigars. But the flavor notes as I described them is what you will get, so you can judge for yourself from that if you want to spend your money. But this is a good cigar. So there you have it, the Crux du Connoissuer number 1, 92.